If you have been struggling to see a breakthrough in your reels with views, engagement, and followers, it's probably the formula you're using or not using to finding trending audios. I'm telling you guys, the very first time I applied this to my personal Instagram, I went from these kind of views to these kind of views. So I'm gonna share 3 simple but powerful tips to start picking your audio strategically. And in case you don't know, I'm Brandy with LYFE Marketing, a digital marketing agency with a mission to help small businesses grow. If you'd like to see a free custom proposal outlining exactly how we could help your business scale with a quote to go with it, fill out our contact form. I've linked it below. All right, so tip number 1 is to save trending audios with 5,000 reels or less. First of all, it's important to know that this little arrow right here next to a song means that it's trending. So for instance, we can see that this audio is trending at the time that I'm filming this, and at least 46.6K people have made reels using this audio. Some of the top reels here have received 11.7 million views, 1.1 million views, 2.4 million views, and so on. So a lot of people trying to grow via reels see this popular song floating around, they see the views other people are getting, and they're like, man, I gotta get in on this. The problem with audios like these is that they're saturated, and once they get too far gone, it's hard to rise up above the noise. So you want to find trending audios with less than 5,000 reels so far. That's what this audio was and still is. It's trending with less than 5K reels made using it, so I can get in on it early. I've already got about 1,000 views so far in a matter of hours, unlike some other reels that only have a couple hundred views over a lifetime. I'm sure some of you can relate. So now that we know what types of audios or songs to look for, how do we find them? There are 2 ways, hence 2 more tips. Tip number 2 is to just scroll through reels in your personal time, saving audios that fit your criteria as you go. If you see an audio that has the trending arrow next to it, you can tap that and see how many reels have been made using that audio. If it's less than 5K and it fits within your brand voice to use the audio, you can save it. And I say fits within your brand voice because even if you find a trending audio that's under 5K, it may not really fit your brand to use it. So just use good judgment there. So later when you're making a reel, you can tap the music icon and look at your saved audios, be it original audios or music. And you can see from the arrow if they're still trending by the time you go to make the reel. Now, the only thing about this method is that it can take a lot of time, and it can especially feel daunting if you don't normally scroll through reels in your downtime. So tip number 3 gives us another method, and it's to look at Instagram's list of trending sounds. Go back to your reels camera and swipe up like you're about to add a photo or video, but instead at the top, you should see a button that says trending. Go ahead and tap that. This shows you Instagram's list of what's trending right now audio-wise, and you can see how many reels have already been using that audio right there with the option to save if you want to. Now it's a limited list, so if you exhaust all of these, you may have to start putting your ear to the ground and start doing some manual scrolling to find new audios, but it's a good place to start. And since you made it this far, I'm going to give you a 4th bonus tip. Once you've got a few audios saved, create a mini content calendar for what you're going to post using those audios and when. If you tap on the audio and look at what other people have been posting using that reel, you may find that there's a certain trend going around. For instance, this audio is sort of associated with the wearing your clothes versus styling them trend, where you show clothes unstyled versus styled to show the difference and give fashion inspiration to people. If someone comes across your reel using this audio and it's not a wearing your clothes versus styling them video, they may not get it or like it and keep moving. So it's important after you found an audio that fits your criteria to see what other people have posted using that audio and decide if that trend is something that would make sense for your brand to film. Once you've ironed out all of those details, create mini content calendars week by week that outline what days you're going to post which reels with which audio, because posting consistently is another key to making this all work. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.